Aren't you happy? Well, so am I. I can do more business transactions online with the tax office. No need to drive in traffic, join a line, or wait for hours. I now do certain transactions on my couch. For those of you who are not yet on board, we invite you to use Raise 2 and experience the upgrade. Plus,
my name is Charles Ferguson and I would like to start a photographic company.
My name is Ali and I would like to start my own restaurant.
Look at me now.
big dreams from Generation Next. Learn more about entrepreneurship through a visit to Career Day at one rural area school. Hi there, I'm Adrian Atkins, and those and so much more on the other side of this break.
All the people then when I want Zig V, hold up your hand. Zig V in the Caribbean territory, but we now want that virus take set pan we. So make sure send us stagnant water inside and mash up all my state or breed inside. More hole in the tin them where you dash way and change the water in your vase every day. No litter, dispose of your garbage proper. You know them the thing that we turn drain backer. Tour your community and tour your yard for suppress mosquito. We have figure hard dash we all tire turn over drum pan for prevention is the greatest weapon. And special shout out to pregnant ladies. Protect yourselves and protect your babies. Draw for your zapper and your mosquito spray. If you do all that we can to keep them away. How we now was it be?
Good day, I'm Carrie-Ann Smith and this is your GIS News for Friday, March 11. With just a little over a week in office, government has already begun to embark on a number of initiatives to grow the economy. Prime Minister Andrew Holness outlined some of those initiatives on Thursday during the opening of the new Parliament and swearing-in ceremony of its members.
Already we have started the process of fast-tracking investment projects that are only being held up by decisions. We have started work with the support of the IMF on our proposed reforms to the tax system to ensure that when they are implemented, they mutually reinforce the twin targets of growth and fiscal balance.
Mr. Holness said government's growth plan called for inclusiveness, more jobs, and improving the general well-being of Jamaicans. He added that the administration was also working to tackle the challenges in the healthcare system and the potential threats of epidemic diseases. And on that note, the Ministry of Health is taking steps to accelerate the procurement of additional flu vaccines for frontline health workers, given the increased threat of influenza A H1N1. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says an additional 5,000 doses are to arrive within the next week. 1,000 doses arrived from Trinidad on March 9 and were distributed to the remaining frontline health workers. 3,000 doses have been ordered through PAHO and are scheduled to arrive in the island mid-March. And another 1,000 is expected to arrive from Belize. Dr. Tufton says the ministry has already provided the regional health authorities with 3,000 adult and 400 pediatric doses of the influenza vaccine received from PAHO. Looking ahead, he says instructions have been given for preparations to begin for the next flu season, which starts in October. Pointing out that prevention is the best medicine for H1N1 and other flu viruses, Dr. Tufton says the ministry will continue efforts to strengthen public health practices of hand washing, cough etiquette, proper use of personal protective equipment, appropriate decontamination procedures in health facilities, and public education. Individuals who want more information may call the Ministry of Health or the nearest health clinic. Finance Minister Audley Shaw says government is still finalizing the budget for the 2016-2017 financial year, which begins on April 1.
It's on the way. There are changes that have to be made, obviously, because of to reflect the new changes in the cabinet. So, but that's a technical thing, and that's being worked on. Obviously, the interregnum of the election has distorted the normal schedule of the budget. So I'll have to announce a new cycle shortly.
Minister Shaw and his state ministers, Favour Williams and Rudyard Spencer, met with staff at the Finance Ministry earlier today. The minister and his team outlined the policy direction of the government and urged staff at the ministry to work together to complete specific tasks. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has called on parliamentarians to be good role models and examples of good public conduct.
Every member of this House must recommit themselves to uphold the highest standards of conduct in the House. We can be forceful without being offensive. We can be incisive without being insulting.
Mr. Holness also reached out to the opposition and called for cooperation and consensus to move Jamaica forward. Opposition leader Portia Simpson-Miller said her team would operate at the highest standard of decency, decorum, and integrity.
We commit to being a vibrant opposition, holding the government accountable at all times. However, we will do so in a manner that contributes to the building of Jamaica.
Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Minister Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith has expressed the new administration's commitment to strengthening the ties of friendship and cooperation between Jamaica and the United States. The minister gave the assurance as she received a courtesy call from U.S. Ambassador to Jamaica, His Excellency Luis Moreno, on Wednesday. Ambassador Moreno took the opportunity to congratulate Senator Johnson-Smith on her appointment while emphasizing the excellent bilateral relations that the countries currently enjoy. And finally, Tourism Minister Edmund Bartlett also met with the U.S. Ambassador this week, taking the opportunity to lobby for Jamaica to be granted pre-clearance travel privileges. It would allow Jamaican officials to execute the same inspection and clearance of commercial airline passengers and their goods that they would typically undergo at a U.S. port of entry. So passengers who go through pre-clearance do not have to undergo a second inspection upon arrival in the U.S. U.S. pre-clearance privileges currently apply to 15 foreign airports in 6 different countries. Minister Bartlett says having it extended to Jamaica would be beneficial to the tourism industry as it would facilitate ease of travel for passengers. Other issues discussed with the U.S. ambassador included efforts to further boost visitor safety and steps to enhance the tourism courtesy corps. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.
We want a productive Jamaica. We all are productive Jamaicans. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity is the way to go for all us Jamaicans. Small business, big business, old and young, we are tell every woman and man. We want growth and prosperity, free a better nation with a building plan. So we can build our product and sell our product and put more money in our hand. Our economy can rise to a level and build a better nation. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity to move forward on this land. Productivity, that's the way to go, we should understand. Productivity.
Productivity, Pathway to Prosperity. A message brought to you by the Jamaica Productivity Center, a department of the Ministry of Labor and Social Security.
Parliament, which is part of the legislative branch of government, was dissolved on February 5 to facilitate the 2016 general elections. Now that the polls are behind us and a new government is in place, a new parliament has to be convened, meaning the 63 persons who were voted in the lower house or the House of Representatives and the 21 persons appointed to the Senate, also known as the upper house. Hence, Thursday, March 10 marked the opening of the new parliament and swearing-in ceremony of its members. Let's begin with the Senate. Tom Tavares Finson is the president of the upper house. He has signaled that the House rules will be relaxed to facilitate more questions from members.
I urge all members to ensure that their contributions are delivered in a manner that serve this Jamaica land we love. It is my intention that my tenure as president of this Senate is marked by civility and constructive debate rather than rancor and invective.
We look forward to working together in partnership for the betterment of Jamaica, in service of the people of Jamaica.
We look forward to constructive engagement with the government on matters of importance and for the benefit of our country and to play our role as opposition responsibly at all times.
Some of the newly appointed Senate members say they are very grateful for the opportunity to serve their country.
There's a lot to be done and we're looking forward to it. I have a good grasp of the issues facing the country, so I should be able to offer good service.
A vibrant exchange of ideas. We deliberate and we debate and may the best ideas come forward.
Especially pleased that I've been elected as the Deputy President and that all those responsibilities I take very seriously, as I always have, and of course looking at the growth agenda that the Prime Minister has set to make sure we do everything possible to grow this economy and make the government efficient and effective and responsive to people who are of lesser means.
Most members of Parliament, that is, those elected to serve in the House of Representatives, also took the oath of office. Colonel Charles Sr. will take charge of the lower house through his appointment as Speaker.
I am well aware of the duties of the Speaker, and I'm prepared to live up to my standards and to have my colleagues be encouraged to live up to the standards.
He will be supported by Derek Smith, Leader of Government Business in the House of Representatives, and Philip Paulwell, the Leader of Opposition Business. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has expressed confidence in the Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, yours is an awesome task. Tremendous responsibilities rest upon your shoulders. We have every confidence that you will be judicious, firm, impartial, and professional in presiding over the business of the House.
Prime Minister Holness also urged parliamentarians to uphold the highest standards of conduct, adding that the people of Jamaica should be the priority.
In the same way we crossed many bridges, climbed many hills, navigated rocky mountains to get the vote. Now that we have the vote, we must keep our promises, make ourselves equally accessible to our constituents, and uphold the highest standard of public conduct.
Opposition leader Portia Simpson-Miller echoed a similar sentiment, adding that her team would be scrutinizing the government on behalf of the people.
We will not fail in performing that duty. We will be strong, we will be vigilant, we will be firm. We will provide constructive criticism.
Let us endeavor to be sober, respectful, forward-thinking, and mature as elected representatives of the people of Jamaica. Let us put Jamaica first and work together to build our great nation. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
That's the old way of doing things. Introducing Government of Jamaica Electronic Procurement, a speedy, transparent and accessible online method used to bid for government contracts.
The electronic procurement system is not the only online platform that is improving the business environment in Jamaica. So too is RAISE2, the Revenue Administration Information System. What's that about? Watch this.
I like the system and it is very, very, very good. When I mean very good, it is very good.
I find it user-friendly, somewhat easy to use. Sometimes I need to call up there to get a little clarification, but so far so good.
They are but two of hundreds of persons who have been experiencing the upgrade. How? Through Phase 2 of Tax Administration Jamaica TAJ's Revenue Administration Information System RAISE2. RAISE2, rolled out in December 2015 by the TAJ, is revolutionizing aspects of the tax system in Jamaica, creating a one-stop shop, putting power into the hands of taxpayers, giving them 24-hour access to select services, and saving them valuable time and money. RAISE2 is an easy, user-friendly web-based service designed to improve the way business is conducted by the tax authorities and their customers.
There are so many benefits to be derived by using the e-services, so we have moved more tax services online. So in addition to filing and paying your income tax returns, persons are also able to do their payroll payments and returns online through this platform.
Persons who use RAISE2 are also able to generate a statement of their accounts with the TAJ. Previously, one had to visit the tax office to get that information, but now it's just a click away.
You can see if you have any liability outstanding, right? And secondly, if you do, you can make payment right there and then, because you can pay online. You see the balances, it show you how you can pay online, and you can do that via a credit card.
Persons can also apply for tax compliance certificate.
The certificate has changed in terms of how it looks. What will now be generated is a tax compliance letter, which once they get that letter, it will bear the tax compliance number, as well as the TRN of the entity that has done the application. Persons will be able to validate that letter. If we were engaging somebody to do some service and they tendered that TCC letter, we would be simply able to log onto the system and validate that it is an authentic letter.
Through RAISE2, you can also grant third-party access to someone else, like your accountant, to conduct business on your behalf. There's also a direct banking feature, so persons can transfer funds from their bank accounts directly to the TAJ. And if you're having difficulty meeting your tax obligations, you can also make a payment plan by using the electronic service.
The information, the data goes directly into our system. So there's no need for data entry subsequent to the persons doing their business online.
TAJ's electronic services can be accessed at jamaicatax.gov.jm.
Once the page is loaded, you will see a number of options that are available on our upgraded e-services portal.
Say for instance you want to get a taxpayer registration number TRN. Well, you can begin the process online. Just register, log in, follow the instructions, and submit the form. Supporting documents can also be uploaded, but they still need to be verified at the tax office.
Think of it like doing a web check. If you were traveling, you can do your web check online. However, when you go to the airport to travel, you'd still need to go to the counter to have them validate, meaning eyeballing that you have a visa in your passport.
Once the application is submitted, the documents can be brought into any of our offices where it can be accessed from the queue, that is the application, and the process can be completed on the same day.
So just how safe is the system? Well, TAJ officials say it's an up-to-date world-class system with stringent security measures that meet international standards.
The US, they actually did some tests on our system, and had we not passed those security measures, then we would not have been allowed to use this system to do that mechanism.
Everybody, whether the mechanic, the property owners, the business people, your self-employed, I would recommend everybody to use RAISE2.
The business process outsourcing BPO sector, employing more than 6,000 Jamaicans, putting the youth at work.
The kinds of work we are doing right now in Jamaica
through our 40 companies established in this industry include applications like Netflix, applications like Amazon. So you're speaking to people about their credit cards. We are doing applications like tech support. So if you have a problem with your iPhone, iMac or laptop, technical questions, those questions are being answered in some of our BPO operations. That's not sweatshop.
Humana has over 400 agents here that when people call the US to query about their health plan, those calls are being handled in Jamaica. That's not low end, you're working for one of the largest healthcare companies in the world.
The local BPO industry, creating employment, boosting the economy.
I wonder where Chantal is. You know me can't find him for wait. I know when they know. Watch me her name. Hey Chantal, where you watch? GIS.
No most you know say that the program are the best.
Them always the places where you have progress. I'm here to them there. Don't me now guess.
I must Manchester's finest.
Hey, hide your remote, not change the station. Cause we soon come back with more information from the school and the station where you're number one. From the school and the program where you're number one.
Stand up and get in the race.
I can become the master of my destiny.
Step up your stride, make we work like a harder. Do it like Veronica, more than a supper.
We can rise above the challenges and shine.
Was with passion in your heart. Make a plan and stop all the hyping. You think I saw we reach a aging? I can, you can. Like our Olympians, every Jamaican can.
A popular high school in St. Mary was recently abuzz with activities. The event, Career Day 2016. The focus, entrepreneurship. Tamara McHale and her crew in St. Mary will give us the details.
In today's School Zone, we're all the way in St. Mary at the Iona High School for their Career Day, looking at the whole issue of entrepreneurship and the 21st century. Plus,
hello and welcome to In the Zone News. I am Medical Gibbons.
Start it. My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is to live my dream. Hear the most I in my sleep when me say.
My name is Charles Ferguson and I would like to start a photography company.
My goal is to reach my goal.
My name is Leon Dawkins. I would like to run a music company.
Look at me now, when them treat me less than gold.
My name is Ali and I would like to start my own restaurant.
Look at me now, look at me.
My name is Tivon Lovelace and I would like to start a music business.
big dreams from budding entrepreneurs. Just a few of those looking towards a self-sufficient future. Building on the lessons being learned at the Iona High School, they got a major push at the institution's Career Day exercise, organized by the school's past students.
You're never too young to start a business, and we want to get that in the students' mind from now. So that is why we are here on campus, to get the students enthused about creating their own business and not just be rigid towards, let's say, becoming a teacher, becoming a lawyer. A career doesn't stop there.
My dream is to become a successful entrepreneur. My dream, like Martin Luther King, is to become a commercial pilot by profession. But as life progresses, I would like to become an entrepreneur. I would like to start my own small business, like a car mart,
Entrepreneurs and other professionals shared with the students the ins and outs of running their own businesses.
An entrepreneur is someone who has an idea, conceptualizes the idea, and brings the idea to fruition. An entrepreneur is somebody who takes risks. That person sees an opportunity for making some funds or see an opportunity for growing their passion into profits, and they take a chance, they take a risk.
One of the good things about the people who want to do music business, that the internet makes it so easy now
A lot of people now are posting stuff up on YouTube. That's where they start, Facebook, and they're just making their videos going viral.
Tertiary institutions were also on hand to share some of the programs students could pursue.
Not only are jobs only behind the desk anymore, but jobs are for skills-based programs, right? So students have the opportunity there.
We do have a program in entrepreneurship in the humanities. You need to have mathematics for that. There is a program in entertainment and cultural enterprise management. And again, mathematics is good for you because you're going to be doing some business-related courses. But if you're interested in the creative industries, then that's an area maybe for music and drama and for managing of these industries. That is a good program that you can do.
And the day would not be complete without some light fun and entertainment.
In the future, I want to make my own money. Money in my pocket, make it roll like a bucket.
Up next, In the Zone with Raziska.
In this life, you can lead if you only believe. And in order to achieve what you need, you can never give up. You can never give up.
Hello, and welcome to In the Zone News. I am Raziska Gibbon. Recently, Mario Kelvin won first place in an international children environmental poster competition. Mario is from the Chelswood Primary School in St. James. He is soft-spoken, but his joy is loud and clear.
I feel happy. Congrats, Mario. Keep being creative and environmentally aware. And a final word from our friends over at Iona High.
Be an entrepreneur, be the boss.
My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is to live my dream.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Protect yourself from the bite of this mosquito. A message from the Ministry of Health.
Don't make diseases spread. Wash your hands with soap and water instead. Wash them regular or use a hand sanitizer. Make sure the germs them dead. Touching your eyes or your mouth or your nose. Wash your hands before you do things like those. After you use the bathroom before preparing food, come on, wash your hand them clean.
And that's where we have to leave you for this Friday. Thanks so much for joining us. Check out additional programs on our YouTube channel, Watch JIS. You can also keep up to date with the latest information via our website or on social media. I am Adrian Atkinson and this has been Jamaica Magazine. Have yourselves a great weekend.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.